New South Wales Department of Primary Industries promoted this Sunny Corner State Forest in their Facebook post in November last month. And after seeing this post, I decided to give this forest a chance and go there for a single day solo hunting trip. I went there early in the morning. The conditions were not favorable that particular day. It was 25 km per hour wind that was swinging between north and west. But anyway, I went there and I started my hunting activity and didn't come across any animal till evening. It does not take long in Australian forests before you get spotted by kangaroos and they run away from you recklessly, alarming every other animal in the area. In upcoming few pictures, you'll see that this Sunny Corner State Forest is actually a very beautiful forest. It has a combination of native plants, pine forestation, some grassy patches, some berries as well, plenty of berries there, blackberries. So it is a very good forest as you can see in these pictures. But that particular day was very windy. I came across a local resident by midday and he had a half an hour chat with me. Steve, what a nice bloke he is. He told me that this particular patch where I was that day, I covered 2 square kilometer area that particular day. So he told me that in this patch there is no deer. Obviously, I didn't see any deer sign when I explored this 2 kilometer square area. There was no goat sign at all, but there was plenty of rabbit and fox sign. Anyway, that guy told me an area where I had a chance of finding some pigs, but because the day was very windy, so there was no chance of them coming out during the day. So I was returning to my vehicle and I saw these two guys here in the grass, and I thought to do some rabbit control here in this forest. I'm not just focusing on that one because that's in terrible condition. 308 is a very heavy caliber. This one is all right. It's just on the other side. It just ripped on his chest, but yeah, so three rabbits down in just 5 minutes. There are still two more here, but they have just gone in that bush. I'll just wait for them for a couple of minutes, or maybe 2-3 minutes. If they don't turn up, then I'm obviously returning back to my vehicle. Next week, I plan to go there again, but this time I took my 223 with me. I parked my vehicle at the beginning of a trail where I saw rabbits and a lot of fox sign, so I had to be alert right at the beginning of my walk. After facing 25 km per hour wind the first day, I booked another hunt for next week, hoping that the conditions would be favorable, but it was the opposite case. That particular day, the wind was 35 km per hour coming from the west, and it was very windy in the forest. All the trees and all the small trees and plants, they were making a lot of noise, and I mean, it was not favorable hunting conditions whatsoever. I have always wondered why foxes are difficult to spot in pine forests. It's because they camouflage very well. When pine branches dry, they turn into yellow, then orange, and then light brown. And that's the exact color of a fox skin. So it's very easy for a fox to get perfectly camouflaged in a pine forest. I found some fresh pig diggings in a grassy patch, and you can imagine how much damage they do to farmers when they cross the fence. By midday, I left the pine forestation and went towards the northern part of the forest where there is hilly terrain with a native plantation. I received two different spells of rain within a couple of hours there. Well, I was climbing this hill. It's a very steep and very high hill. I was in midway when I realized that dark clouds are appearing from horizon, and they are coming towards this area very quickly. I'm expecting another shower here, although the weather forecast was that it will be a bit windy in this area, in this Sunny Corner State Forest, but no chance of rain. But since morning, I have received here two different spells of rain, and I think that third one is on its way. So I'm quickly going down the hill now. I was maybe 600-700 meter away from my car, so I decided to quickly go back and get my gumboots and also my raincoat, because if I'm on top of the hill, there will be no place to hide from rain, and it will be very difficult going down the hill if I do not have proper clothing and my proper shoes. Good morning, hunters. I'm here again in Sunny Corner State Forest to finish off the job that I started 2 weeks earlier. And you might be surprised to see this spanner in my hand instead of my rifle. The reason is that this sign here is knocked down by the wind. So I thought to just fix it voluntarily for Forestry Corporation before I go any further with my hunting. Today the weather is fine. It's ideal hunting conditions today. Right now it's around 14 to 15 degrees centigrade and the temperature is rising. It is expected to go as high as 24 degree centigrade by 2 p.m. and it will be clear skies till 1 p.m. and from then on it will be cloudy but no chance of rain. So I'll spend the morning part of this day in this pine forestation, and in afternoon I'll go to native plantation to more hilly terrain, and I'll just try to find some goats there. So stay with me, guys, and by the time I just fix this sign here. That looks better now. It's the same dam where I recorded a short clip 2 weeks ago, and you can see that this particular day it was less windy. It was just 8 kilometer per hour wind, and the dam was full of water because it had been a thunderstorm just a few days ago, and there was a lot of water here. And whenever there is a thunderstorm around pine forestations, there is a lot of mushroom growth. That day, it was a lot of mushrooms in almost every corner of that pine forest. By midday, I again went to the hilly side of the forest and climbed at the highest hill in the area. It's not easy to record these videos. It's a tough job. I'm on top of a hill now, and as you can see that today it's not too windy. It's the same hill where I climbed on foot last time when I visited this forest, but this time I have taken my vehicle all the way up. Now it's just over 12 o'clock and it's lunchtime. I'll do the lunch here, and then I will search for some goats on these hills. This is my little setup for today. It's not very windy, so I have arranged this temporary shelter for the lunch. This is the shovel that I've used on one side, and one side I've taken the support of this door and I've put my mat on top, so it gives me very nice little shelter, and I can cook my food under that. Today what I'm eating is like, this is chicken and rice that my wife cooked for me, and I also have opened this tin of beans and chickpeas, so I'll just fry them little and then I'll mix them with this meal. Now with my vehicle I always carry these two boxes with me. One of them has all the food stuff like cooking stuff, my stove, my gas stove, and all the necessary items for cooking, like you can see sugar and some utensils and some pots. So this is my cooking box. It has all the cooking necessities in it. This one is my vehicle box. It has all the recovery gear and all the lubes for my vehicle, because I drive an old vehicle. It's a 1998 model Discovery 1. Because of the age of the vehicle, I always carry some parts and some lubes with me, all the engine oil, spare engine oil, power steering oil, because I mean it's too risky taking these old vehicles. But I didn't buy a new vehicle, because if you get a scratch in the forest or a dent in the forest onto a $20,000 to $25,000 vehicle, I mean your heart gets shocked. So this one is a cheap vehicle. I try to drive it on its maximum. It's a very capable off-road. It can take me to places where I cannot go in normal SUVs. It's a proper 4x4. That's the reason why I bought it. So that was just a little talk before the lunch. I will now prepare my lunch, and after that I'll head towards some ridges and some other peaks here, and I will try to look in the afternoon. I'll try to look towards the southern slopes and southern gullies here in this area. Let's see if I find some goat here. So this is the second red-bellied snake that I've seen here in Sunny Corner State Forest. Once I spotted it when I was here 2 weeks ago, and he's gone in the bush now. So this is the second snake, a red-bellied snake, that I've spotted here in Sunny Corner State Forest. People who are out these days for hunting or camping in state forests, beware of these snakes. I think Forestry Corporation and DPI Hunting NSW, they also keep advising people about these snakes. So whenever you see one, never try to chase it. So it has given me way, so I'm carefully climbing this hill. Looking for goats is not easy, especially if you have not scouted that state forest before. I came to this area in this forest because it was looking a bit promising on the map. So I thought that I should give this place a go. I could see some grassy patches adjacent to a private property, but I had to walk on a very steep slope around 1.1 kilometer. I parked my vehicle on top of the hill, and from there I just went on foot. That's where I'm coming from. I just saw a red-bellied snake about there, and that's where I'm heading. My car is parked on top of that hill. It is almost 40-degree slope, and I have to walk about a kilometer from where I'm standing up to my car around that angle, between 30 to 40 degree. It's a very steep slope. I didn't take my vehicle because I thought that it wouldn't be wise if I take my vehicle on that kind of slope, because in the way where I parked my vehicle there were some very big stones as well. So because I'm on my own, I thought that I should go on foot. I will now hike back to my vehicle and will go to another area which is maybe 6 kilometers from here. That is another area that is looking a bit promising on the map. I will be going there for the first time, so it's just blind hunting today. Either I see some signs in the area or I do not see any signs or any animal. But that's a part of hunting. Either after today I will approve this place for future hunting, or I'll just, disregard this place and will not come here for at least a few years. It's 5 o'clock in the evening, and I thought about recording this clip to add into the very last of my video. It's regarding some of the common questions that you guys might be asking me in the comment section of this video. So I thought about answering those questions right in this video. So this Sunny Corner State Forest, uh, what sort of game is available here? Well, certainly there is no deer. I have explored a lot of sections of this forest, but have not come across any of the deer sign. There are definitely goats in some parts, mostly on top of the hills, because when I was here last time, 2 weeks ago, I found some droppings and some tracks on the top of a hill. And apart from that, in the pine forestation, I have explored a lot, but I have not come across any goat sign there. So if you are a goat hunter and want to come to this forest, you better go to native plantation and just go on top of the hills. I've been chasing goats since morning today, since like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in the evening, but I have not seen any trace or any sign of the goats. But I know that they are here, as a local resident also suggested that if I just hike on top of the hills, I will see the sign, and that's what I saw 2 weeks ago. What sort of animals are here? Well, there are definitely pigs. I have not chased pigs because if you want to chase pigs, you have to get up very early in the morning and you have to be here at first light because pigs they just go to their hides when the sun comes up. So unlike rabbits, because rabbits stay out for a bit longer. Like today, rabbit activity, I monitored rabbit activity till 9:30, but that's not the case with the pigs because pigs just after first daylight they just disappear. But there are definitely pigs here. I have seen their droppings on the grassy patches and also their diggings. A lot of pig diggings here. So if you want to hunt pigs in this forest, you have to get up very early and come here at first daylight. There are definitely foxes, a lot of fox sign. Naturally, wherever rabbits are, the foxes, because foxes eat rabbits, so they want to stay closer to their food source. So when you see a lot of rabbits which are here, a lot of rabbits are present here in this forest, naturally there are foxes. I have been chasing foxes as well. I saw one fox but could not take a shot on it. But definitely there are foxes here. So this forest, will I recommend this forest to a small game hunter? Yes, definitely. If you come here and you do the effort, you will definitely find game, especially if you are like smaller game, rabbits and foxes. They are plenty here. In the morning today, I saw 5 rabbits. I was not able to shoot any of those because they were in the thick bush, and I was carrying a rifle or a shotgun. So in every case, I saw the rabbit when it was running away. So I didn't have time to take a shot. But that's a different case with shotgun. With shotgun, you prefer to walk along the bushes so that when the rabbits run, then you can quickly take a shot. When I was here 2 weeks ago, I saw like 10 plus rabbits. So there were more than 10 rabbits that I saw in one day, and I shot 3 of those. So there are definitely rabbits here, foxes here, pigs definitely, goats. Well, there are on some places, but not scattered all across the forest like rabbits and foxes. And there is no deer sign at all. So if you are a deer hunter and you are chasing deer, you will be disappointed if you visit this Sunny Corner State Forest. So I think that summarizes everything about this forest.